I've been a head coach for 10 years, and Seth was the best football player I've coached, because he was a guy that could turn the worst play into a good play, and when we had a good play, he was going to turn that into a great play.
The presence of Seth was dedication, leadership, a kid that always wanted and tried his hardest to make the right decisions.
Seth taught me just to always be positive and be happy in life.
Never gave up in anything.
He had a joy in life that came from outside of who he was.
He trusted in the Lord morning and night, and he would wake up and read his scriptures and say his prayers, and it was such an amazing thing as a friend and a peer to have that and have that example in my life.
You knew that what he believed just simply by how he acted.
I picked up the phone, even though I was in a hurry, and answered it. My mom was crying, and she said, "Seth was swimming in the water today, and he's lost." And I said, "What do you mean he's lost?" And my mom said, "Dad's not home right now. You have to go find him and tell him what's happened." And I said, "Okay," and I hung up the phone. So I called him on his cell phone, not wanting to tell him anything over the phone, and said, "Where are you?" He said he's getting ready to get on the freeway. I met him in the parking lot and told my dad probably the hardest thing that I would ever have to tell a father in his life. I could see in his eyes his heart break. And I said, "Dad, come on. We can go up there and we'll find him." As we drove up, it was a beautiful day, and a sense of peace started to overcome us as we were driving. There wasn't a whole lot of talking, just bits and pieces here and there, and as the peace overcame us, it wasn't the feeling that I wanted, because I felt as if we had received that confirmation, or that we were finding out for ourselves, Seth has passed away. He's not going to come back home to us, but he is going back home to his Heavenly Father.
You can share your testimony in many ways. By the words you speak, by the example you set, by the manner in which you live your life. May each of us emulate the prophet Joseph's great example. He taught the truth. He lived the truth. He shared the truth. You possess a testimony. Share it.
And simple choices. And that's what did make him great, because he did it.
He just inspires you to be that better person, to take it home. I want to go home.
After a long trip, there's nothing like coming home and being able to see your family. Once we get to our eternal home, I can only imagine the emotion of seeing our families, and for me, seeing and reuniting with my brother Seth.